deadline. Now it's time for Trade Watch presented by Robinhood. So here's what LeBron James said the other day. We have enough right now, but it's not about competing and worrying about June. It's about worrying about January. And if we continue to get better throughout January and we move on to February and continue to get better. Sounds very eerily similar to the year you played with LeBron, his first year in Cleveland, when he was trying to teach a lot of guys how to win and come together. It wasn't until the next year where he said, we need a playmaker.
Right.
But do you buy, as we get ready for the trade deadline in a week from tomorrow, that the Lakers have enough, or do they need to go out and make a deal?
Well, I think the Lakers have enough, and they have one of the best records in the league. When you look at what they're doing in the Western Conference and how they're playing, the Lakers definitely have enough to win a title. You have Anthony Davis, you have LeBron James, so you do have enough. Would a playmaker like a Derrick Rose, if he was available, if they could make that happen, would that benefit the team? Of course it would, because Derrick Rose is balling right now. I think he's had 20-plus points in 12 straight games. So he's been playing at a high level, and having another playmaker would give them another dynamic to their team. One of the beauties about watching the Clippers is that they have 3 guys that can get their own shot. Actually 4 if you count Montrezl Harrell. But if Kawhi or Paul George aren't rolling, or somebody gets in foul trouble, you know Lou Williams is capable for going for 30 or 40 on any given night. The Lakers don't have that guy that can go for 30 or 40 if Anthony Davis has to miss a game, or if he's in foul trouble, or if LeBron doesn't have it. They don't have that next guy. So do they need a playmaker? No, but it would be an added bonus.
But here's something that you always talk about, that if you take this team on paper against any team in the West, or maybe any team in the NBA in a 7-game series, you're taking the Lakers just because they have LeBron and AD. What my question would be is, as LeBron's alluding to, it's not about June, it's about now. Okay, so let's take him at his word. It's about now. Are the Lakers asking too much out of LeBron and AD right now that it may cost them come April, May, and June? That maybe the help they need is to lighten the load now, not necessarily for June.
No, I don't think so. I think this is where if you can talk to LeBron James, you can start resting him in minutes, you can get it in practice. But are they good enough right now? Yes. Can they get better without making a trade? Yes, because this group hasn't been together, especially the 2 dominant players in LeBron and AD. They can still get better by being on the court, especially the other guys. But can you get better if you have somebody out there like a D Rose, where Brendan says, yes, I will make that deal. But on paper right now, and playing and record-wise, they have enough to win the championship. But I will say, do they have enough when it comes down to being who's the go-to guy? I still say they might be missing that, but they still can win the championship without that.
I love this Lakers team against anybody in the Western Conference except for the Clippers.
Yep.
Right. But do you
the
see
Clippers are the only team I'd worry about.
Do you see what I'm saying, though? That, yes, I think your theory works for the playoffs, but is it going to cost too much to get there?
No, I see exactly what you're saying, because LeBron and AD, they're going full tilt right now. How much will they have left in the tank in the playoffs? This is LeBron James' 17th year, and he's being forced to play most of the game. So you look on the flip side across the hallway in that building, Kawhi load manages when he needs to, and Paul George has an injury, but they can afford to bring him back slowly because of the team's depth. So it's a little bit of a different atmosphere, and I agree with you, Jared. This could come back to bite the Lakers in the butt, but I think it maybe might slow down LeBron. AD's still pretty young, so I think he can go out there.
Yeah, I would just say, yeah, Jared, I understand your theory, but AD should be fine. LeBron James, but it's also, you could add another guy, but LeBron James' mindset is he might still want to play big minutes, because even if you bring in another guy or not, it's going to be up to LeBron James to know his body and what he'll have left in the tank. And he's been around long enough to know.
Well, unless we're talking about the buyout market, if you're going to bring in a guy, you got to lose a guy. And the obvious guy, due to salary and due to position fit, that you're going to question is Kyle Kuzma. Is he a guy that would be better served for the Lakers to trade and bring in somebody, or is he better served staying on the team?
Well, it's depending on who you bring it in. I mean, but I think they can make it work with him right now, because he is not a bad fit for them. I would love to see him coming off the bench, or maybe a different matchup. But who would you bring in that would be better for Kyle Kuzma? It could be somebody that's a better fit, but I'm not mad at it, B. Wood, of having Kuzma going the entire way.
No, I wouldn't be mad either. When you look at Kuzma, he's still also very young, and he's been dealt kind of a tough hand. If you look at the fact that he was hurt coming into training camp, he goes now from being one of the top 2 options on the team to being the 3rd option and trying to figure it out. So he's trying to, well, how do I fit in? Because LeBron James is very ball dominant. Anthony Davis needs the ball, and when he comes in, he's trying to figure out, when is it my time to go? When do I have to defer to these guys? And he's a young player also, so I wouldn't give up on Kyle Kuzma unless I got an incredible deal.
Well, the name that has been out there since the summer for the Lakers has been Andre Iguodala. He's officially a member of the Memphis Grizzlies. They want to trade him. Don't know if that partner is going to be out there. There's also been rumors that maybe the Lakers could be interested in another guy who's been out there not signed yet, J.R. Smith. My question with these two or anybody who hasn't played all season, how do you know you can just count on one of those guys to come in and fill the need that you're expecting them to fill?
I don't think you can. I think it sounds good to say, man, we'll get Andre Iguodala or J.R. Smith, but then when you get them there, you have to evaluate what type of shape are they in, how quickly can they integrate into our system, and how many minutes will they be able to play. Andre Iguodala was struggling playing certain heavy minutes for Golden State after the Kevin Durant injury last year, so I'm not sure he's a guy that would play heavy minutes for you. Even if they added Andre Iguodala to the team, I think they understand Andre Iguodala or J.R. Smith, they would just be a small piece. You wouldn't be asking these guys, hey, play 30 minutes and win a game. No, maybe we need you 7-8 minutes a half. Guard the tough guys sometimes when Bron's not when Bron's out there, so he doesn't have to. Why? Come on, why they gonna show that clip for J.R. Smith, man? Come on, man, y'all gotta do my man J.R. better than that, man.
We are contractually obligated to show that clip anytime we talk about.
Why did y'all show that? We trying to get J.R. Smith the job. Y'all gonna show that clip?
That's not gonna help.
I didn't know it was our job to get JR a job.
I ain't, but that's my guy, man. I'm trying to get I'm hoping he gets another job. Another shot.
Be careful, might throw some hot soup in your face.
Hey, I'm not Damon Jones. I'll throw it right back at you. No soup for you.
I would say I agree with Brendan. Both those guys will be small pieces, but I will say, whoo, Lord, I gotta catch my breath. They need a playmaker.
Man, you can't get J.R. Smith the job showing that clip, man. Come on, Smitty.
If I'm JR agent, I'm calling up here.
Yeah, man, you could have showed him.
Hey, guess what? That's your guy, JR, right?
Yeah,
and I love JR, but JR's gonna call you tonight.
No, they're gonna call me. I'm not in production.
You see how?
Come on, man. Who's doing? JR is not responsible for this. JR is not responsible for this.
Way to throw JR on the bus.
Y'all couldn't have showed a clip with JR hitting a step back.
Who's y'all?
Y'all. Both of y'all two. Y'all in charge.
They're right up there.
Boy, Brennan is.
Man, we trying to get JR signed with the Lakers, and you going to show that clip.
You're well spoken, but then you start to what happened?
Hey, I just got a little tongue tied, man.
All righty.
I can't believe y'all set JR up like that.
That's what we do here.
I guess he doesn't have any friends on this set.
I love JR. I got my last name. I love JR.
Check out the trade tracker.
It's my guy.
As we inch closer to the trade deadline at NBA.com for trade news and analysis all the way up and past the deadline. Come on back. We've got much more updates from around the league, and Brendan's going to cool down. Hey, let's get J.R. Smith.
What kind of soup
Let's
was
show
it?
the highlight again. Show it again.
What kind of soup was it?